Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 2023 Christmas decor video. I am so excited to finally upload this video. I've been working on this for the last 2 weeks, pretty much since the day after Thanksgiving. If you didn't see my Christmas decor haul, I did a separate video showing everything that I got that was new, and I wanted to put that separately so it would make it easier. So you're gonna see how everything comes together, room by room, section by section. So yeah, if you want to see what I did, keep on watching and we're gonna dive right into this video. So this video is not in the exact order in which I did everything. Kind of did different days, different areas, but I'm gonna walk you guys through it. Every year I like to think of 2 or 3 colors that I want to use. Last year I did red, white, and gold. The year before I think I did like a green. And this year I was struggling. I kind of wanted Winter Wonderland, but at the same time I didn't want to buy all brand new stuff. So it was kind of hard coming to that decision. Maybe because I knew I also had to film it and I want to make it look cute. But yeah, I was struggling with that decision. But I finally decided to go with white, gold, and silver. I have this flocked tree from about 2 years ago. I got it from Home Depot. It is pre-lit and flocked, which makes it easy. I got this like after Christmas. That way you can get it on sale. But I did the same tree last year. Also, I just want to say I'm not a pro at fluffing your tree and any technique or anything like that. I just do the best I can. And I started just like spinning the tree so I didn't have to keep going around it, and that made it a little bit easier. I did this all by myself. Like, this is a 7.5-foot tree, I believe. But yeah, this part takes a lot of work, especially if you want to make it look as fluffy as you can, which I feel like I could have done a better job, but this is how it came out. So we're gonna take a break from the main tree, and you're probably wondering why it's dark. Well, technically I did this part the night before. This is my living room, and in this corner I had a plant, and I've always wanted to put a Christmas tree there. Well, the space is not big enough for my main tree, but I just feel like it needs a little something there for Christmas. So this year I went to Walmart and I ran into a bunch of mini trees, and I decided to buy a mini tree to put in that corner. So I found this 6.5-foot tree. It's already pre-lit. It's a little skinny. It's not as full like the expensive ones, but it just adds something to the space. And believe it or not, I still haven't put any ornaments on that tree, and I just love the way it looks with just the lights. So this is me putting it together just to see how it would look. And look at that. It literally fits right in that corner. And yeah, I just love that it's already pre-lit. I did use some smart plugs so it comes on at a certain time. And it just adds a little bit of warmth to the space, since this is where I spend the most of my time. Alright, so we're back to the previous day or the next day. So next thing I'll be doing is my front porch. This is another thing that I've always wanted, to put 2 plants by the front door. I have double doors, so it just makes sense to get 2. And I always put up my wreaths as well on the door. If I don't do anything else, I'm going to put up my wreaths. So I found these trees again. Like I said, I've ran into a bunch of mini trees at Walmart. These 2 were only like $33. They're 3.5-foot. They are pre-lit, but they have to be plugged in, which I felt like I didn't want to have to do every night. But yeah, it just adds a little touch again of the holiday spirit to the front porch. So this is me going outside to hang up my two wreaths. I've had these same wreaths for the last maybe 3 years. I might try to find some better ones after Christmas, see if I find a couple on sale. But for now, they're neutral and they add just enough touch of Christmas on the outside. Alright, back on the inside, we're ready to decorate, but I'm going to start by removing all the pumpkin and all the fall decor that I had out. If you didn't see my fall decor video, I know it's past, but you can still check that out because that video did really well. So I'm just removing everything I had, including these stems. And why were these stems giving me a hard time to remove? I'm so glad that I found some stem wires for these, so next time when I add stems, it won't be this difficult to remove. So for this little entryway table, I'm starting with some stems. So all I'm doing is switching out my stems. I decided to go with like green and flocked stems. It just adds a little bit of something. I don't even know, but it just looks good. Then I'm adding this picture frame that I keep in my Christmas decor. It's one of our pictures from one of our holiday shoots. We usually try to take pictures every year. This was me kind of playing around to see what looks good right here. So I was seeing if this looks good, but I think it was too much. So I end up removing it. But yeah, I just played around with this little area. There was no like real plan for the area other than the stems. So yeah, this was me playing around until I came up with something that I felt looked good. So I also added these skinny candle holders. I told you guys last time that the chunky ones didn't look good in this area. I think this looks a lot better. I love that they're two different heights. And I had these green candles, believe it or not, for like 5 years, and I did not have something to put them in. So this was absolutely perfect. So that for sure stayed, but that gold Christmas tree thing from Walmart and the green one I end up removing. Moving back to the living room area, I'm gonna continue to do the same thing, removing all of the fall decor and stems. I did clean the day before, but I didn't remove everything, so I'm starting by removing everything. Then I'm gonna start with putting this garland on top of the fireplace. I do not have a mantle on the fireplace, and I don't use the heat from the fireplace. So I just like to lay this across the fireplace because it needs to be plugged in, and I have a plug at the bottom there. So this is just me draping it on top, plugging in, see how it looks, and then kind of adjusting it as I go. Last year I did add ornaments to it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this year. I just like the way it looks with just the lights. my coffee table, I'm pretty much keeping it simple, just the way I had it for fall. I'm just replacing the stems and I'm adding this little red Christmas cone tree thing. It just adds to the area a little Christmas vibe. And I did plan on putting red ornaments on the mini tree. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And then I was trying to fit both stems in here, but I think it looks better with just one. So after playing with it, I took one out and just leave the one stem in there. It feels a little big for this vase, but I haven't found anything better. So I just left the one stem in there. Is it cozy unless you add a candle? I don't think so. So I'm adding this marshmallow fireside from Bath and Body Works. I've actually had it since last year. And I'm also adding this Forever Mood candle, which is To Live and Pine, something like that. And I just burn these based on whichever one I'm in the mood for that day. Then I'm removing all these fall stems from my little blanket hat that I did for fall, but I didn't know what to do here, so I'm just gonna add a pillow that I've had for a while that fits the aesthetic and the greenery. I'm sure by now you guys can predict what I'm gonna do next. Switch out my stems. So we're on to the bedroom, and that's pretty much all I'm doing to this area. I have these frosted eucalyptus that I picked up from Michael's, and I'm just gonna add these to the same vase that I had before. But one new addition to this space is the mini Christmas tree, another tree that I picked up from Walmart. I'm not gonna add ornaments. Of course, if you're in the mood for little mini ornaments, they did have some. I just don't feel like I have to. So I'm just gonna fluff it and plug it in, and it's gonna give the vibe that I wanted for my bedroom. For my bedroom bench, I'm doing the same thing, switching out the pillow. I'm adding the other pillow to the one I used in the living room. I was trying to find a different page in this magazine just to switch up the vibe, but I feel like the one I had still matched, so I'm keeping it on the same page. I added that little green Christmas tree thing. My candle remains, and I end up putting back that stem because I just feel like it still gives Christmas cozy wintry vibes. So I'm just gonna leave that, take away all the pumpkins, and add the Christmas tree, and it still looks cute. Okay, now that we've gotten all the small areas out of the way, it is time to decorate this main Christmas tree. So I did use this table just to kind of lay everything out because I wanted to see what all I had. At this point, I didn't yet decide on colors and all that stuff. So this was just me saying, okay, how much gold, white, and silver I have. So I'm starting with ribbon. I switched up the way I did the ribbon because I've been seeing this technique all over Instagram. So basically you roll it around your hands, you grab it from the inside, and when you let it go, it's going to give you this nice little swirl. Now I was feeling tired and discouraged at this point, and I wasn't sure how this looked. But looking at the footage now and looking at the pictures that I took, it doesn't look bad. I just didn't have time to like perfect it. So I just kind of throw them up there. So I'm adding all these bigger white snowy ornaments that I have, and I'm also following another technique that I learned on Instagram, which is to make it look like the ornaments are part of the tree by putting them like tucked inside. I don't know if you guys can see, but that was the first thing I did. I used all the big ones, and then I'm so glad that I still had these other ornaments in clusters. I'm glad I didn't remove them from the clusters because I did not have the time or the energy to make new clusters. So that came in clutch. So if you do clusters, keep the wiring, keep the clusters, especially when it's like gold, silver, white, like keep those clusters together to make it easy for the next year. Alright, so we are down to the final space that I have to decorate, and it's this shelf right beside my dining table. I am so excited about this shelf. Even though it's just one shelf, it just felt like a highlight in my decor this year. I don't think I ever did this much up here, but I added that other Christmas tree from Walmart, the gold one. I had the silver one from last year, I believe. I added the two little mini churches I got from Walmart, and I added a reindeer. And then I just had this that kind of matched little sleigh thing, so I just put that on the top shelf. But this shelf came out so cute, and I think this is probably my favorite part of the house that I decorated, which sounds so crazy to me, but it just looks so good. Okay, I think I lied because I forgot I still had to do the dining table. So, and also this centerpiece that I did came out so good too. So now it's hard to decide if it was the shelf or the dining table that is my favorite. So I went back shopping and I picked up another garland because I realized I didn't have any garland for the dining table. So I found this one at, I believe, Home Goods. It's not lit, so I will be adding lights to it. And I also picked up these two little Christmas tree glass things also from Home Goods because I had a vision and an inspiration from Pinterest. I will see if I can insert a picture of what I was kind of going for, but with my own twist. I also added back those candles from fall decor, and then for my vase, which is my favorite part. So I saw this picture on Pinterest and I wanted to recreate it, but I could not find some stems or some type of pre-made stem to add to it. So I found this little bundle while I was going to the register, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can just cut these stems off and add to the bowl. And that's exactly what I did, and it came out so cute. I added a mixture of ornaments along with some bowl fillers, and this part looked like a cutout from a magazine. Like, the final product came out so good. Alright guys, here's the final look at my 2023 Christmas tree, winter kind of wonderland Christmas tree. I must say, at first I was thinking it's not perfect and what else can I add to it, and maybe I need to add more silver. But looking at it every day, I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I was able to reuse a lot of what I had except for the ribbon and the stems. And yeah, let me know down below how you guys like it. Alright guys, that wraps up my 2023 Christmas decor. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Let me know down below what was your favorite part of this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to know what you guys did for your Christmas decor this year. And as usual, thank you guys for being a part of my little family. Hope you have a happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.